Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome! It's been a long time coming, but finally it is here. Today, it will be AMERU facing off against Galacta's Cafe in a showdown to figure out who's gonna be the outlaw in orbit. I'm Kofindus, and with me here today is a very special guest, the co-owner, proprietor, and infamous organizer, Kat. Kat, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm sorry that I started this thing off with being angry. I accidentally pressed 2. Oh.
Well,
My goodness.
unfortunately, I'm a little bit less technologically advanced, so I'm not going to have quite as fancy of an avatar. However, you'll just have to make do with my face for the time being. That said, we're going to be looking at a best of 3. Well, not a best of 3, but a first of 3. And maybe we can have a little bit of a look at the teams. I mean, AMERU, I can maybe share a little bit of insight on the players already, and then Kat can tell us a little bit of something about the very champions of Galacta's Cafe. That said, let's have a little bit of a look at the dashing rogues that AMERU is going to be bringing in tonight, and it's going to, of course, be Mr. Tomfoolery. Everybody wanted to see the Jet, most of all himself, but of course will be bringing his devoted wife, Miss Tomfoolery, quite potentially on the Punisher yet again. Dante Cooper, heavyweight of AMERU, has time and time again been able to dig his team out of the deepest of trenches, as well, of course, as Tess and Sea Raven. We're maybe going to see him on the Spider-Man today, might just get banned outright. Remains to be seen, depending on how well they know what this man plays. And of course, Nomu here going to be providing a little bit of a support, keeping the team going with the assistance of Tess as well. And said, that's just a little bit of an overview. These players are obviously going to speak for themselves as well. And Kat, maybe you can tell us a little bit of something about the players on Galacta's Cafe.
Well, Galacta's Cafe, we enjoy, a little bit of shenaniganery on our side, and the most shenaniganeryist is, of course, the number one squirrel girl hater known as Synaptic Worm. He likes to emote little lavenders because he knows that I am deathly allergic to him. He's very funny. We've got Ice Shepherd. Maybe someone here will be put on Ice Shepherd's list and be gifted something fun from Marvel Rivals. We got Cheeseburger, who used to be Bandito, by the way. Everyone in the server really likes to change their names just randomly, by the way. And he loves playing Thor. And then we've got Alibaba here. We got our strategist. Prefers playing, the nice pretty ladies. And then we got Bobby Buddy, who is also in love with Mr. Peter Parker because, Spidey is fun. And then we got Jackie Diamond, another strategist, standing in for me, because I was gonna play. But you know what? He likes playing Maloki and Rocket. So that's good. Anyway.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Maybe a little bit of a Spider-Man showdown between Bobby and Sea Raven. I mean, I'm certainly there for it, and if neither team has inclination to actually ban these characters, then we're even more likely to see it. That said, I think we're just about setting up. Let me get some behind-the-scenes information, how close we are to actually getting these games kicked off. Seems like we're pretty close so far, so we'll just be giving it a little bit more time. That said, we're already going to be going onto the map set. Looks like we'll be starting out at Hell's Heaven, a domination map. What do you think, Kat? What sort of team compositions are we going to be looking at here?
Well, considering that it's King of the Hill, I'm imagining... Well, I like Deathball for King of the Hill because you can take the point and you can keep it, which is a lot of heavy hitters. You'll probably have a Thor, not necessarily having a lot of dive characters. You're probably going to have a Thor and Emma, but we do have the advanced banning system for tournaments, so I imagine Emma getting banned immediately, but I'm partial for a Deathball on here. However, depending on the map, we might see Spidey because there's one where there's a really good spot to yoink people off of the map. And then same with Invis, because you can just push them off into the lava. The map where it moves, I can see a lot of people getting frustrated when the cumulative 50% gets put down, because I have seen so many invisible boundaries going down, and then the map moves. And then everyone just trying to stay in there as it moves, because the map decided to move. Oh, God. But at least we get to see a choo-choo train. Possibly.
I personally am a big fan of trains. That said, it does look like we're in for quite a bit of shenanigans. A little bit of a look over at the chat here. We're already seeing a little bit of a repping going on there. Looks like tomfoolery is, of course, advertising for his chat, but we're also seeing Kitty Parfait here shouting out Galacta's gang. Oh, looks like we're already going into the ban phase, though.
Oh!
Well, would you look at that? Already the Wolverine getting banned. Dante probably not too happy about that one. So far, the Hulk getting saved. I'm not entirely sure, though. In a death ball, I can certainly see it.
Oh, they just said F you to Spider-Man.
That is certainly unheard of. I mean, I really thought Bobby was going to try to prove himself here and take the crown from Sea Raven, but I guess not on this one.
Who are they gonna save? Come on, guys. You only got a second!
They don't want to save anybody. Would you look at that? So that might just be... Oh, little bit of a note there to Crow. At the very top, you might want to flip those two because AMERU and Galacta's Cafe are actually playing on inverse colors. Just tossing that one out.
I have to do that for my stream all the time, but instead of having a button, I have to physically move that.
Yeah, you also use like scene transitions. The Venom ban as well. Dante's really catching it
Rocket!
tonight.
Rocket got banned too. Are they gonna actually save anyone this time? Come on, guys.
It doesn't look like it. You really think that they would want to save somebody, but some men just want to watch the world burn. Alright, well, I certainly can't make too much sense of these bans so far. What do you think? What's the plan here?
Got rid of Mag. They are probably looking at... I want to state that I think that AMERU is banning common ones, or they actually took time to look at everyone's, top played. Because I know Synaptic Worm played a lot of Rocket, so there's that. Oh, nobody banned Namor.
That is true.
That team up is still available.
Not entirely sure what Norm was playing down there, but I'm certainly not looking like anybody's picking that up just yet. And
no.
Giving me too much of a death ball feeling either, I'll be entirely honest with you. Oh, triple support there.
Triple support's very popular right now. I see that Galacta's is giving a 2-2-2.
Yeah, I mean that's a little bit more of a well-rounded comp for sure, but naturally it kind of depends on whether you can capitalize on the additional damage you can get out of another duelist potentially in exchange for obviously the additional support you could be receiving. Kind of depends on the player.
I personally, before the game even started, I said you guys should ban Strange because I don't like having those last minute teleports. They make me angry. And no one banned Strange or Wanda, so we have those team ups as well. And I don't see a lot of people using the team ups. Like neither team.
Yeah, it might just be that a lot of people are playing towards their own individual strengths, like characters they perform particularly well on, and maybe it's more that what they're going for rather than a really team-up based composition that you might see in an actually more professional team. That said, already moving in here, Alibaba instantly taken down by Mr. Tomfoolery. Sea Raven cuts down a Wicked Fire, just like that, a cheeseburger delivered hot and fresh, and that is going to be a very swift first cap for AMERU. I mean, blink and you miss it.
This is everyone testing everyone else, honestly. So they're playing characters that they know that they're good at, or at least attempting to play characters that they're good at. Because some of them were banned, clearly. But this is more of a testing phase. Like I always see, at least in the tournaments that Galacta's runs, this first map essentially. The first King of the Hill is just testing waters. Like, sometimes you shouldn't even count it as like, oh yeah, these guys are gonna stop. It's like, no, because there could be total and utter reverse sweep done.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially with different things, different maps, different vents. There's a lot of things that could come through. Still, AMERU in this fight, 2-up, make that a 3-up. Actually, incredible performance out of Noma here. Has been able to find 2 already, and at this point in time, maybe a tactical retreat out of Galacta would be a little bit more sensible. However, not going to be much running you can do with 2 broken legs, I'm afraid. We'll have to reset and schedule that assault for another day.
Everybody's getting ults soon. So this is going to be, is there going to just be an ult cascade? Because I personally, I want to know if everybody has that, that ability to just withhold ults.
I mean, that is going to be very interesting to see if we're just going to see some tactical tempo ulting, or if it's just going to be Pandora's box getting kicked wide open. But now that the fight is actually coming underway, we're already going to hear it first one. Going to come out the Phoenix. Just going to buy a little bit of space. Isn't going to find a pick. Won't be able to shut down asteroids. Will be the first pick in favor of the advancing Galactus.
Got that res.
Going to be able to get that counter pick, and with the resurrect coming in, it's actually going to be a 1-up for AMERU on that defense over time. About to start to take the Synaptic, finding a pick up 1-for-1 exchange so far. Still very much so in the fray with a couple of worlds available. We're going to hear the Eye of Agamotto come through. Will it be enough? Jeff with a biggie, and that's going to be all she wrote already. Oh, actually, I stand corrected. Oh, not quite.
They weren't able to touch.
That's a very nice play out of Mr. Tomfoolery, I have to say.
Yeah. That was a, I'm gonna save you guys, don't worry, I got this. The map that moves.
Don't underestimate him, just because he's a little boy. The map that moves. Do we have an invisible girl? Some even.
Yeah. So the thing with this map is that the entire stage will move at 50% when it's cumulative. So it could be that somebody has like 25 and the other team will get 25 and then the map will move. Also, interesting thing about this map is that it is flipped exactly. So much so that on one side you have the wording reversed because they just flipped it. Yes.
That is quite possibly the laziest way to do it, but lazy is fair sometimes.
I don't remember which side it is, but I whenever we're on this map in the tournament, I always rush to try and get the camera to it so that I can point it out to everyone.
Just aware that is written incorrectly. Dante here though, good. A little bit of a flank. Will be going in from the high ground potentially. Already AMERU a little bit more aggressive on the positioning here. Will be taking the space. It's going to make it considerably harder here for Galactus Cafe to move in. Oh, Shepard. Just walking at him.
Is just going in. Oh my goodness.
And he's alive, which is quite possibly the most impressive feat about that. Not for much longer, though. Does get taken down with the first pick up now. That's going to have to be a lot of stabilization coming from Galactus Cafe. Will trade out 2 for 1, though. A little bit of an exchange. However, still the advantage remaining with AMERU, at least for the time being. But Alibaba will be able to find 2 more with a res coming in. Fight still anybody's for the taking.
With the Adam Warlock, it's very important to grab him if you even think he has ult, because you do not want him to res his entire team. It's like old Mercy res. You want to find that damn person to make sure that they don't get that res off. And
absolutely accurate.
Teams for it. Like I've won matches by just hiding and being able to res the entire team because they wasted all of their ults on getting rid of the team the initial fight.
That's what they call because sometimes less is more. And in this sense, we're going to see a couple more ultimates coming online now for both teams. Of course, Wick on Fire still going to have his own personal ultimate. Aside from that, not too much coming through here. I mean, Eye of Agamotto relatively close, but aside from that, we're not looking at a particularly impressive ultimate pool. And again, look at that aggressive play out of Ice Shepherd. Just gets run down with Alibaba now getting picked up. And again, 2 players down. It's not exactly what you need to push into a point like this. Aggression bursting through out of AMERU now. Won't be able to find yet another late pickup. And look how far they're just going to go in. What kind of a disrespectful ultimate was that? Mr. Tomfoolery certainly doing some tomfooling.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why, like, in higher levels of play, people always ban the Jeff now. You gotta just ban the Jeff. Because it's a disruption ult, and it can disrupt literally everything that you're trying to do. Especially since everyone is sticking so close together.
Look at that. Looks like Moonlight can even find an initial pick up here. Has swapped off from the Mr. Fantastic. Not too surprising, to be entirely honest. Phoenix here going to come through. Nomu now going to be taken down by that already with a desperate attempt out of Galacta's Cafe to establish themselves on point. Will be able to do so as well. And with that tick, they're now going to have to brave the counter-attack out of AMERU. Already we're going to see him go in aggressively. Hulk not going to be able to find anything just yet. Sea Raven, though, does shut down Alibaba. And with Mr. Tomfoolery finding a ring on fire, that's going to be a 2-up already. They're going to have to stabilize.
Oh, got everyone. Well, no, got the 2 tanks.
God. Oh,
and the 2 tanks.
Them all.
Ooh.
Somebody play the oh god, somebody play the Jaws theme, because right now that shark is absolutely lethal.
Oh, and poor Alibaba got grabbed. Oh, he's going in.
Oh, he's squeezing, trying to stop that contest. Oh, Mr. Tomfoolery though shut
They still
down
got through.
It really did. Nice contest and a take, and that's exactly why you should ban the Strange. However,
always ban the
Strange.
Strange.
A cat, so unfortunately, looks like they still came through with that one. Oh, look at that aggression though, and that's gonna be Cheeseburger just breaking asteroids back like that. Does go to Crest. The Bucky's not a chance in the world against such a massive unit of a man, and suddenly Galacta's Cafe looking like they have a realistic chance of splitting.
AMERU has maybe 1 or 1.5 chances of getting on there. They need a team fight and they need a team wipe to get them off that. They don't have to worry about the Strange Portal anymore. However, they do have to worry about the fact that everyone is sticking next to each other and Moon Knight is getting a lot of... Ooh! Never mind. They got rid of one of the supports. They got rid of 2 people. Ice Shepherd's gone, but... Oh! Hulk!
What are you doing? Somebody stop him! That's not legal, is it? Oh! Dante Cooper! Somebody check his PayPal because he might have just been paid for that one! Still incredible performance on the back of AMERU. Will be able to bring themselves back into the fray. Open up with a double, and Bucky will find another. Sea Raven, he shuts down yet one more. Miss Tomfoolery for the 3rd or 4th pick this fight. And just like that, AMERU will very swiftly be closing out this map.
Oh my god. It's always funny when somebody accidentally yeets themselves off the map.
Yeah, he just got the call from the bookie. He had to lose that fight. Unfortunately for him, his team had no intention of losing that. And you could really see it with Miss Tomfoolery opening up strong, getting that double kill right off the bat, and really opening up the fray. Still, MVP going to Nomu has to be said. Really good performance on the Warlock there. Did get consistent picks as well as those resurrects, which naturally make it all the harder to engage. Still, just like you said, I mean, based on the first map win, we can't really conclude too much more, especially considering the second point was actually a very, very close one. So I'm certainly looking forward to what Galacta's Cafe is going to be picking up here for the next map.
Also, after every loss, you can always learn something from it. So it's not that big of a detriment for somebody to, like, you know, testing out things, see what the other team's strengths are and stuff. Like, clearly, I think that maybe next map, there's going to be a ban on possibly Jeff and possibly on, oh my god, Hulk. There we go. Oh my god. Words. Words are hard.
Words are hard. A ban on Hulk? I definitely see the ban on Jeff, I'll be honest with you. That one is a mistake that they really don't want to repeat, to be entirely honest with you.
Yeah.
Honestly, Galacta's Cafe did kind of do well with the Strange not being banned, because they were the ones who actually employed the tactic to get themselves back onto points, though.
With the advanced ban system, you can ban a hero for the other team, but your team can play that hero yourself. So, yeah, the advanced ban system is really fun, where you ban heroes for the enemy team rather than for yourself as well. So, like, if you ban Strange, you're not banning Strange for yourself. You're banning Strange for them. You can still use the Strange. That's not a problem. Brutal. Yeah, the advanced tournament system and stuff like that, we only ever use that for the Galacta's Cafe tournaments. Like, we don't just use the the regular ban system, because with the regular ban system, if a double ban happens, that's just a waste of a ban. With the advanced ban system, a double ban is not a waste because no one can use it then. So it'll be, I can see possibly a strange ban. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm almost guaranteeing that Hulk is going to get banned. Especially since both players were really, really good on him. Like, as soon as Cheeseburger changed to Hulk, all of a sudden it was like, oh.
The big green man's back in the fray and he's to stay. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I was thinking about banning the Strange, but overall it didn't seem to be too much of something they would struggle against. Like, I could certainly see the Jeff ban coming through, or inverse the protection trying to come through for AMERU, but...
Well, the strongest tank I think right now is actually Emma, and no one was using her, nor did she get... No, she did get banned.
She did get banned. She did get banned,
Yeah.
but I do believe AMERU picked her as a ban, considering it is the advanced ban system that would kind of imply they could have played her themselves, but naturally they didn't.
Yeah. But I think Mag is still a very strong ban as well, and is extremely strong character still, I believe. But nobody ever bans him, right?
Ooh. Looks like we're going onto Spider Island, and that certainly is the Spider Island. I don't know. You think we're going to see some Penny here? Some Penny, some Spider-Man, any Spider-themed heroes we have to be prepared for?
I would only hope that we would be thematically correct, but I have been wrong before and saddened before. But if we're going to go on theme, that would mean that we would need Spider-Man, Penny, Venom. We would need also Jeff the Landshark, but that's only because Jeff the Landshark is connected to Spider-Man through Deadpool and through Gwenpool. Basically any New Yorker, possibly, just through the vague, like, attachment and stuff to Spider-Man. So literally half of the hero cast is perfectly fine. Basically not an Asgardian, and we're good.
All right, so we're hoping not for Loki, not for Thor. The rest of them can make it. And actually, very valid mention here coming through from Kitty Parfait. Please ban someone, Galactus Cafe. Would be nice if they did actually use that opportunity to protect one of their picks here. But instead, they're instantly going to ban Frost here. Oh, you did say they don't usually ban the Mag, but Mag banned and protected. I dare say we're going to see a Magneto here.
Him.
They're
banning.
Use him. Otherwise, that's a huge waste.
Who are you? Are you guys actually going to save someone this time around? Come on, guys, don't fail me now.
They got a whole 10 seconds. I'm sure they can figure out a character they do actually want to play. Oh, there you go. They saved the Punisher. Interesting.
Listen, he's a solid pick. All right. Oh, he's a solid pick.
If you got a talented hit scan player, that's going to be a really huge pickup.
Nobody gets to use Emma.
Damage output. Yeah,
nobody gets to use Emma.
Way, to be fair.
It's a double ban, so. Oh, Jeff got banned!
No. that's on Mr. Tomfoolery though. He had the chance to save the Jeff, but instead they chose to save Mag.
Well, he probably thought that he was going to be able to get to play Jeff other than that one round.
I mean, maybe they're going to save him for the one after this, but we'll see.
Saving Thor.
Or protected.
Yep.
Thought we weren't going to play Asgardians on this one, but...
Well, no. Wait, Thor knows Spider-Man, we're good.
Thor knows Spider-Man, we're good. By that extension, I'm pretty sure any Asgardian...
Oh, the Strange Man!
They listened. They listened and they learned. Not the people you wanted to listen or to learn, but hey, at least someone listened.
Listen, I'm all here for a Strange Man. They saved Banner. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, who are they gonna ban now?
Oh, Bucky!
No Wolverine though. No Wolverine ban, no Venom ban. I mean, that means that at least Dante's gonna have something to play.
Ooh, Ultron.
Play the Hulk.
We got an Invis. Oh, they're using a team up.
Where were these character picks during the Iron Man event? Nobody played Iron Man then. Nobody played Ultron then. Nobody played Ultron in the Age of Ultron, and yet now here we are looking for Spider-Man, which we're getting, by the way. Shout out to Sea Raven.
We're getting
Ice Shepherd. Oh my God, Ice Shepherd is going, Jeff. What kind of an ultimate disrespect am I witnessing here?
It is.
Oh, that is brutal.
It is to be expected. Are they going triple support or are they not going triple? Oh, okay, they changed. All right, your best buddy is now going C and D, and they've got Groot. If it's one thing that I hate playing against, it's goddamn Groot.
Well,
all these damn walls.
Cooldown.
No, it's like playing against a May. They own the field. Be they on your team or on someone else's team. It gets really annoying to deal with.
And that's why every time you encounter Groot, you bring a lighter. So that would be an option.
Oh, they're doing a Festival special!
Oh my God, Dante gonna toss in Mr. Tomfoolery here.
This is always so funny to look at.
Oh, he's gonna
he's just being held. Just being held. Fits right on in his hand.
On one hand, I really want this to work. On the other hand, this would be really funny if he just passes him off the map. So, you know.
All right, don't mess it up. Ooh! They're in the back line.
What am I witnessing? Okay, well they're not even really tossing him in.
What are you doing?
Okay, well they're making their way into the back line, and he's back on it again. And finally the engage is here, and he's going in, and he's grabbing it right away. Betty now on the defensive will be able to no, and that is a 30-second setup for a 5-second payoff, and no kills made. But at least it was nice to witness. Very happy to see. And instantly, 2 players go down for AMERU. Not entirely how they planned it, all right? Not entirely how they planned it. But if you want to go for a big play, if you want to get those high rewards, you got to get some high risk in there. And, well, maybe next time, you know?
They tried to do the great bamboozle that, you know, one of my favorite Overwatch teams did, kind of, similarly. But it did not work out for them. Oh, God, that was hilarious. I need more people to do stupid things like that. It is so entertaining to watch.
Oh my, we're already seeing some ultimates come through here. Looks like AMERU really wants to take this fight here. Oh, there we go, though. Looks like Ice Shepherd's looking for a smack, and that smack might be a Wolverine.
They got a Wolverine.
Get themselves out, though. Just gonna spin him right
Tossed him back out.
Yeah, not gonna be a pick, unfortunately, enough for him, so that's not going to be the value you're looking for. Still, though, Galactus Cafe holding on very well on the defense here. Penny going to pop up the ultimate. Sea Raven already taken down, and that is going to be, well, very much so return of Sea Raven round of Swift.
Ulted right into that Adam ult on top of that. Oh no, Groot!
Well,
got grabbed.
There he goes. Groot finally burnt up, and that will mean Sea Raven does actually get to do something. In main, kill Ice Shepherd as well. 2-man kill, 3-man kill out of Sea Raven here, with Mr. Tomfoolery now finishing things off with an ultimate of his own, which you might say was a little bit of an overcommit in a situation like this, but maybe that was just some pent-up frustration coming out there.
You know, I really love Ultron because his ult is just, it's so useful. It outputs a lot of healing, but it also does damage. I really appreciate when a heal can also damage at the same time. Oh!
Well,
I thought it was the... Because of how the camera changed, I thought somebody died.
And they certainly do die. I mean, look at that. What an amazing hold there. Dante just becoming the wall, and Black of having a Groot of his own. And just like that, with 2 picks already, it looks like a desperate last attempt to stall is underway from Galacta. They do still have several ultimates available, but Sea Raven will find yet another pick. And we're just going on to second point, where one by one, the remainders of Galacta's Cafe are now being slurped up.
When you are going against a Moon Knight, you cannot be grouped up together. You have to have somebody take out that Moon Knight so that way you can group up together and use all of your abilities like properly and stuff. Because Moon Knight, if you are grouped even a skosh, Moon Knight can just take that to his advantage.
And he certainly has. I mean, Sea Raven looking really, really good on the Moon Knight so far. Did swap off the Spider-Man, unfortunately, really, really quickly there earlier. But still, as we see the next engage, Galacta, they're going to have to stage their defense here. It's not, it's about halfway to go, but they don't really have that many more fights left if they do want to actually hold the second point here. On Cheeseburger on the Venom does go dangerously low. Oh, actually, no, that is the thing, it turns out. Does get taken down, and look at that. Dante Cooper just tearing through the backline, making a triple, and he yeets the Jeff off the map. Whatever. Get out of here, you bum. Poor little kid.
Oh dear, Galactus doesn't seem to have anybody that can really take care of that Ultron that's up in the sky, and nor do they have anybody that has a stun to stop that Wolverine.
But it's certainly true. I mean, you do have to shut down Dante, and when they did ban the Wolverine on the first map, it was certainly a good decision by a long shot. Still going into the zone, not a lot of ultimates available to AMERU, which could be to Galactus' advantage. They're already going to pop up rocket salt here. We'll see some additional damage come through here with the rest of the team just collapsing in. And let's see what else they can possibly do here. Penny just running right through the entirety of the team, just trying to get that damage in left and right, pummeling down. Asteroid's going to be the first to fall, followed by Mr. Wolverine now with a two-man down already. AMERU is in full retreat, but will Galacta let them get away? It seems almost like it. I mean, the test is there, but the stabilization is in progress. Looks like AMERU will be able to at least hold on to this corner.
The Phoenix pick is actually working out pretty good. It's just when they were initially stabilizing, oh yeah, that was a lot of damage. They gave up so much space. They practically got to that second point, and when you're playing on defense, you want to waste the enemy team's time.
How close they are together. I mean, any Magneto ulters? Let's look at that. Oh, Jeff ult in the backline. He's neck two, and he will find them. Ice Shard finds Raven Asteroids, and well, then again, it does find a counterpick. This is still anybody's game, but the Resurrect comes through, brings into it. All of that hard work by Shepard undone in the blink of an eye, and now AMERU has all the cards stacked in their favor, and with another ace up their sleeve, it looks like Dante will be cleaving through the very rest of the team, just cuts them down one by one, and just like that, third point gonna be unlocked. However, with just 13 seconds left.
Galacta's better lock in. My goodness. Oh, and we have a Cap. What are you doing on Cap? My goodness. I played with him before.
Trying to bring the Avengers together. You know, what Galacta needs right now is to come together as a team, and what character can symbolize that better than Cap?
Ooh. I understand for the stall, because you know, Cap has a really great just disruption.
Just go Cap, fortunately, but did get brought back, so don't discount Cap just yet. He's back in the fight. He did go off the map once, but don't worry too hard about it.
Oh, Angela. Especially Angela. Ooh. This is gonna be fun. I don't think I've ever seen him play Angela. Like, I've played with a few, the people on Galacta's Cafe, and I know their strengths and stuff. Worm is actually pretty good on Emma, and one of his weaker is actually Cap. And then I haven't ever seen your best buddy play Angela before, but you know what? Angela is fun to play, so maybe we're gonna see something good with that.
Maybe sometimes fun is just what you need. However, look at that Moon Knight coming in. Alibaba already taken down here, and looks like Ice Shepherd's hungry. He's looking for someone, looking for a snack, but unfortunately, he will be starving, and instead, it's sushi on the menu. Dante Cooper cuts him right up, and with 2 picks already underway, it's looking like AMERU is staged to take this one. Dante into the backline. Captain America will fall prey to the rabid Wolverine. It's the nightmare of anybody in the Cold War, and it looks like really Galacta is fighting for dear life here. One by one they go down. The Resurrector to your best buddy comes through, but it will be too late. Still though, one last Avenger fights on the point. Buddy eventually gonna have to fall here. And now as the card races towards the finish, the question remains, can Galacta touch?
Any touchers in chat? We've got Cap, touch! He hit a wall! Oh wait, he's on the point.
He hit him, he touched it, and that's all the Cap had to
and
do,
then
but he does get taken down, make it a double. Sea Raven just harvesting right away. Not really too much of a choice there, but to contest again, though, Galacta's giving it their all. They feed onto point one after another, but they will be going down. Eventually, they fight against the darkness, really, unfortunately enough for them. Sea Raven has another thing to say about that, and
got Cap back
again,
on the point.
Cap's back at it, though.
Oh, they were in overtime though.
It was overtime, and I do have to say, for the fact that you were shit-talking that man's cap, I do have to say, he gave it his all, okay?
He
Gave it his all.
did. He tried.
He touched it once, he touched it twice, and sure, he went up in flames, but, you know, what can you do?
Oh, I'm gonna get flamed for that. They're probably gonna, next post I post in there, they're probably gonna put lavender and just DM me lavender randomly.
As long as they don't send it to your mailbox.
Oh my god. Nah, don't worry. The cosmetic company's got that for me. I open up my mailbox and all of a sudden I'm just coughing. Let me see here. So on this map, I have had so many times on this map in particular where it's gone very similarly. Where the first round they got to the third point, like full on like won the map and stuff. But I've had times where it goes into 4 rounds over and over again. And listen, you can win it. It's never over until it's over. All right. So just if anybody in like comp or anything like that says like, oh, we should just give up. No, do not give up.
I really
Never,
hope
ever.
that you're not going into a tournament on map 2. You're going to say, we're going to give it a shot. You know, what can you do?
Full on. This map, I both love and hate it because of how often it goes 3 and then 3 and then you have to go into another round because of that.
Yeah, I suppose that is the fate of Halo with maps like this, where you can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and obviously you get another round even if you complete an overtime in this context, so... Oh, still Mr. Tomfoolery. Mr. Tomfoolery, good early picker. Doesn't matter too much, of course, if you're on the defense.
They got that moon back.
That might be trouble, though.
Oh,
goodbye.
Goodbye, Moon. Angela is really just yoinking people, much like how Wolverine was doing.
Absolutely. I mean, just stole him right away. Then again, this Tomfoolery, 2 early picks here, really good in that constant sort of harassment phase before the actual brawl commences. You look, Dante just all the way in the front line here, trying to duke it out with Synaptic, but seems like neither of them will go down just yet. But again, Synaptic going down to the wire will be cut down eventually. That's just that insane damage out of the Wolverine against the tank. Not really much more you can expect.
Oh, this choke point is really hard to get through initially. I'm not even joking about that. It's really hard to push through. Like even on the first phase of this where Galactus was on defense, like it was difficult to get through that. It's so set up good for defense that as soon as you get through here, as soon as you get through that one choke point, you can usually get through street space really fast. Usually.
That is true. However, we are looking at 5 ultimates for AMERU. So that's a little bit of a dangerous waters here. Actually, he did manage to get the most crucial pick in the world, and he gets him! Ladies and gentlemen, Ice Shepherd, like Lee Harvey Oswald, an assassin from the back line, snipes the most important character, and that could have been it. Everything they needed to open up things here.
Oh no.
Dangerous waters for Alibaba, though. Now the push is underway, and they did break the first chokehold, and that is going to mean they are going to be able to move in. Didn't get any of AMERU's ultimates out, though.
Strategic ults are needed here from Galactus to be able to push forward. Also strategic taking of people out like that. Like Adam Warlock. We got Mantis playing frontline. My goodness.
No fear whatsoever. Well, I certainly would fear Magneto if I couldn't see where he was. And Sea Raven gonna be able to find a W with Dante finding a third, and with only 3 players left, Galacta not really in the position to push aggressively here. Will have to sort of sit back and reevaluate themselves. However, that means no more ultimates whatsoever for AMERU here on what is very much the last fight territory on this first point. And we're now talking about maybe that Captain America coming out from Synaptic Worm, and that could actually make all the difference here.
Cap is really good at just disrupting and staying alive. Because he's just so bouncy.
Oh, Galactus assembling! Are they going to make it
all
here?
over the faces, oh no.
Look at that cheeseburger already takes down Mr. Tomfoolery. First pick coming through. This might just be exactly what Galacta needs, and here we go. A hungry Jeff. Oh, will he be able to catch anyone out like this? Could be it.
Got two!
And it
Going
is both
straight
Magneto
to
and
the
Moon Knight.
ledge. You gotta jump off with that.
Team.
Oh,
I'd love to see it. And that's exactly why you should have banned Jeff, but you didn't. You thought you could play it, but you couldn't. And here you go, and that might have cost
you gotta get that Wolvie.
first point.
Get that Ultron. There you go. Oh, Adam is here, and same with Invisible Woman. Are they gonna be able to get those two off?
Oh, and they are taking a while to take them down, though. And now with the shield coming in, we're going to see Magneto pop up another ultimate. Huge damage to Alibaba. Still going to be traded out for Cheeseburger, though. It's going to be the 1-for-1. Really nice trickles coming through out of AMERU. We've been able to at least get a few more bodies on the point, and with the Resurrect, all the asteroids coming through, it's actually going to be an incredibly tough uphill battle here for Galacta. And as two of them go down, this might actually be it. I'm eating my words. Even the Jeff could not save that first point. A tragic ending to what otherwise could have certainly shaped up to be a rather lengthy map. Still impeccably good hold out of AMERU there, closing it out just before the first point completion. Hey,
I really love that skin. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty.
Now, ain't that the truth? Now, we are looking at 2-0 for AMERU. I will say, the numbers kind of betray them. But the numbers kind of betray them here. Like, let's be real. The first one could have also been a 2-1. I could see that. And at least a 3-1 it could certainly have been. Maybe a 3-2. It's kind of hard to tell at this point. But really unlucky that they weren't able to shut down the stagger a little bit more efficiently towards the end of first point there. Other than that, still a really solid performance out of Galacta. Unfortunately enough for them, though, it seems like, who knows, maybe Sea Raven might have been huffing some illegal substances, because quite a lot of those plays were certainly illegal.
There could possibly be a reverse sweep starting from here. I've seen it before and stuff. So Galacta's Cafe now knowing at least a couple of things now. I can see them purposefully banning as soon as they can the Bucky, the Wolvie, the Jeff, clearly. Those are all of them. But however, there is, for the ban phase and stuff, you can only do 2 and then do a save. So that's gonna be on them to try and do strategically and stuff. And then on the other one, I believe there's a double ban, a save, and then a ban, and then a ban, I believe. I can't quite remember. Oh my god. Photographic memory. Why are you failing me now? So everyone is going to I can see them continuing to try and ban the Jeff. I can see AMERU trying to save the Jeff at least. But, you know, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe somebody might feel a little silly and ban someone random. Maybe Galacta,
somebody might feel silly and doesn't ban at all or doesn't save. It's been known to happen. Now, it sounds outlandish, but I think we might see something like that again, possibly. But,
some people, internet just sucks. And we've had an instance where it was like, hey, we wanted to ban this, but my internet wasn't working properly. Can we just do a gentleman's ban, please? Yggdrasil Path. I love Yggdrasil Path. It's one of the prettiest ones. It has very Art Deco vibes and stuff. And then each point that you go through, the sky changes the time. If you look up.
The better part is that now players are officially and legally allowed to play, well, either Loki or Thor without getting banned by Cat. So that's a plus.
Yeah. However, they did nerf Loki into the ground recently, so I don't see anybody playing him. I don't even play him a majority of the times. Whenever I do play him, I only play him in quick play now because it's just his numbers are low. Ugh, you need that Mantis team up to be able to...
Might be time to switch over to a new profession. I mean, Sea Raven's been doing a lot of work for the Moon Knight, I'll say it.
Mm-hmm. Moon Knight, he gets a lot of value Moon Knight just gets a lot of value, and then another hero gets a lot of value from just like existing is Rocket, because he's got a lot of survivability and stuff, and then with his respawn beacon, that's just amazing. I can see on defense people trying to pull the Penny, trying to pull the Groot. But on attack, I can see dive happening here because there's a lot of high spots that you can kind of latch on. You know what? Who I haven't seen yet? I haven't seen a Daredevil. Does no one?
True.
Does no one play Daredevil? He's a little climby boy too. Go around.
He is a little climby boy. I think it might just be that, you know, characters that aren't as well established or people aren't as familiar with are maybe less likely to come out in a situation like this where you're kind of put on the, you know, you're kind of put on the spot. You kind of have to perform for the team, and you might be a little less enticed to try out something new, something you're maybe not entirely confident in, but maybe that's exactly what Galacta needs right now. Oh,
they did
well,
ban...
there goes the Wolverine, and there goes the Jeff.
And the ban and save both go to Magneto. The save goes to Strange. Nobu seemed to have dipped out for a half second, then reconnected. Nobody gets to play Jeff. Poor little Jeffy Weffy.
I mean, that's understandable. If you yourself want to play Jeff, but your Jeff gets banned, you're not going to let the other team get the fun of playing Jeff ever again. And I think that's something that maybe Mr. Tomfoolery has realized at this point. Naturally, he can play other characters as well. It's just that he's not going to get to play his signature character again unless they determine that, you know, they're going to actually protect him.
And Emma. We don't get to see the glory that is Ultron or the hotness that is known.
Well, you could still, considering it's obviously the advanced band, so we could potentially, at this point, still see the Emma come through for AMERU, which could be to their advantage. Then again, naturally not really what you'd consider a dive character if they're going to attack here.
The C&D save. You know, it's always good to ban C&D because their ult lasts 12 seconds. Wait, 11 seconds? It's the longest lasting one. That's all that matters.
It's an eternity.
Yeah. And then who is the last ban? The Hulk save. Even though we didn't see Hulk in the last. No, we did. Yeah. It was that we saw him once and then he switched.
We saw him right at the start when he spent about a minute trying to walk around the map. All right, what was the last ban?
All the difference.
BP.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well. Not too shocking.
Oh, we see. I see a switch. Yavarin is now in. Otherwise, Melody.
Yavarin. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you spell Yavarin. All right. Well, I would not figure that one out myself. I will be honest.
I wouldn't have either, and I would not have known how to say that until somebody told it to me, either, because I would have been confused. There's too many Y's.
That is quite a lot of Y's. Well, however, the Backstreet Boys are going to have to take a back seat here. And instead of telling us why, they could tell us how Galactus Cafe is going to plan on bringing this one back into the fray. And it looks like, I mean, on the defense here, we're going to see quite a tanky composition. Synaptic Worm back at it again on the Strange. I mean, has worked out for them quite well in the past. Obviously, a lot of resistance coming through here. Looking good so far. What are you thinking? Anything in particular you're looking out for in these team comps?
Oh, okay, never mind. It's not going to be trip support. I was about to eat my words. All right. No, it is trip support. We're seeing trip support from AMERU. And we are only having 222 from Galacta's. What is Sea Raven having fun?
Sea Raven, no, he's not. That is just the plan. And look at it. He goes right back into the backline. And that's just a little bit of off-angling, a little bit of flanking, trading that space for the team to push it to the front line, maybe get the advantage. And oh my goodness, well, that could have almost been the finishing blow already. We'll have to go out, though, save his own skin, but still Synaptic Worm in the meantime, having been taken down due to that distraction of the backline again, just additional value coming through on the back of that disruption. Dante just walking right through the front line with Sea Raven cutting down Ice Shepherds. It's gonna be a very bad start into this round for Galactus Cafe. However, I'm sure they got another ace up their sleeve.
there goes poor Cheeseburger.
Well, Sea Raven's hungry. I mean, he's been playing for a while now.
Yeah. Galactus really needs to stabilize here and needs to realize that AMERU has a bit more sustain because of the trip support. When you have trip support, you either go heavy on the damage, or you go dive and you just get rid of their supports.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, then again, that would be the play to make, but then again, you constantly have that Spider-Man in your own backline harassing you. You kind of have to turn around to peel for your supports, and they're not really flexible and mobile enough to go for the counter dive, so they're going to try to endure that. But then again, you have the bubbles out of the Magneto, you have the triple support sustaining that Hulk on the offensive as well. It's just like a brick wall is jumping at you effectively, which is naturally something that's very hard to sort of put it. Oh my god, and there goes
Using
Raven.
the ult on cooldown. That's something that you know, certain heroes can just use their ult on cooldown, and Spider-Man is one of those heroes.
I think the great advantage in a situation like this is you have to consider the momentum. AMERU is having an insane amount of momentum right now. They're just pushing through. And he really wants to keep that momentum going, not get any sort of stagger into this push, prevent Galacta from even utilizing their ultimates, and just keep playing to that advantage. We might see some early ults here come out of AMERU as well in order to prevent them from recontesting. Still though, just steals away Thor right there, and again, oh, there's gonna be the Cloak and Dagger ult. Somebody time it. It's gotta be 12 seconds. 12 seconds from now, we'll see if they're still going to be holding on to that point, but with the rocket ult coming through as well. Now Galacta is in dire straits. Going to have to try and make their way through here, but it is looking like Synaptic might be going down rather swiftly. Ice Shepherd already taken down by Nomu, but we are going to see basically a body slam coming through into that backline. Synaptic now taken down by Dante with Cheeseburger and gun down to Sea Raven. That's going to be second point completed as well, and as we go into third point, there is a 5-minute time bank left.
They are, oof, my goodness. AMERU is trying to keep that momentum, and they are managing to keep it. At this point, having, there are a lot of places that people can hide right here.
It really is, and he's about to have that other ultimate, and he just ticked up into it. He's just waiting for the chance to toss that out. Oh.
Probably waiting for the support ult, that particular support ult, to get done with before he goes back in.
Will maybe the first fight to actually win on this map. Still Sea Raven going in aggressive, trying to find the pickup here, not going to be able to do so just yet as he goes aggressively back into the backline. 84 health, barely manages to make it out. Still, the rest of the team is going to push up here in order to create the additional space, allow him to retreat into the rest of it. Still a couple of ultimates available here. Dante thinking about utilizing that ultimate, won't be doing that just yet with Asteroids already taken down by Synaptic. Still going to be able to be revived though. Looks like at this point, AMERU back in the fray, so much so that we're not really seeing an advantage unfold just yet. Somebody's going to have to pop an ultimate in order to come through with an early pick here. However, seems like they're both reluctant to do so, as again in the backline, we're going to see a very aggressive Cheeseburger now getting shut down. Will be the first pick coming through. Disadvantage for AMERU. Now with 4 ultimates on the board, they're going to just keep popping them up, and at this point, with the disadvantage, Bucky's going to have to right their wrongs. We'll be trying to go in. We'll be trying to get that pick and Invisible Girl as the sort of counter to that, as we do see in the backline just a little bit of a disrupt coming through. Ice Shepherd out of position, does manage to disengage though.
My goodness. At least there's not ult cascades. There are 2 ults going on. We've got Adam with that res, and that means that any eliminations that Galactus gets right now is not going to be worth it. You just have to sustain and wait through that ult, essentially.
I mean, they are certainly sustaining and making it through. I mean, that has to be the longest fight ever, and nothing's really given. I mean, we have seen a couple of picks come through on the back of AMERU, and now with Miss Tomfoolery being able to shut down Your Best Buddy and Whip It on Fire, now being taken down, those 2-man advantages could build into something more as a little bit of additional car push. Nobu here, able to shut down Ice Shepherd with 3 down, make that a 4 down. Really, it's now looking down to the wire. The contests have to come through. We've already seen the swap onto the Venom just in order to hold on here for a little bit longer. No ultimates available to either team just yet, but they are building, and AMERU has the momentum in order to push through here. Another 2 kills drones coming through with only a couple of meters left to go. Just slinking onto the point from the flank. We're going to see the Cloak and Dagger try to hold on desperately. Does get taken down with another 2 kills after they come through. And at this point, the question is, who's going to be able to touch? Seems like Snaptic not really going to be able to make that in time. And that's an insane complete. I mean, 2 minutes and 17, 5 minutes going on the third point. How exactly is Galacta going to stabilize this on their offense?
Using team ups, possibly. You know, it's one of those things. I'm pretty sure that if anyone had mentioned, like, hey guys, we have these people that have team ups, maybe we should use them, because the team ups, you can use them to your advantage. Like getting Yavarin and your best buddy on the Hela and on AMERU. It's just giving yourself an advantage. Because of how like on AMERU's side, they could have Luna on their side because they're always running the Atom. There's a team up there that more people should be using team ups. So they only really use the Penny team up. Both teams used Penny and Rocket at one point, right? Guys got to use team ups. If they're available, use them to your advantage. They're there for a reason. Clearly emoting.
Not to use any team ups if at all possible. You know, they don't tell you that. You know, they don't tell you this, but among professional players, it's actually looked down upon to have team ups. You know, because it's sort of shady. So they're trying their best not to have any, like, as little synergy as possible.
As little synergy as possible. It's like playing this team-based game as a team. What are you talking about? That's so rude. You can't do that. You kidding me?
You could just be Sea Raven and enjoying the enemy team's backline. It's much more fun than playing with the team.
Oh. It's almost like people are like on comms or something. Oh, disgusting.
That's just what they call trying hard, and nobody would do that. I mean,
Exactly.
Just look at Sea Raven flying around back there. He's really just a star in the sky, just a shooting star passing by. You can't really, if you look at him, you miss it.
The switch to Namor is actually just to counter that particular character as well, which is looking like it's being at least a little bit effective. However, their front line is just, it needs just a smidge of help because AMERU is just not giving up that space. If you don't have enough,
AMERU's not moving at all.
Yeah, if you're not having enough damage come out, because it's again trip support. If your team doesn't have enough, you know, support to help your front line.
Look at that Dante Cooper here with another double kill on the back of his ultimate. We did also see Mr. Tomfoolery come up with a pick of his own. And naturally, at this point, Galacta is kind of grouped up by the virtue that there is much less. You can't push much less at this point. There isn't much map to go back on. So they are concentrated in a space, which does mean they have a little bit more resilience using the neighbor to kind of counter the Spider-Man dive because there's not too many places he could be going. But at the same time, like you said, they're just not digging through this front line. I mean, look at that. Oh! Alright, nobody going down just yet. Looks like they're going to be able to hold on, but Miss Tomfoolery shuts down Shepard. And with Shepard gone down already, it's a one-man advantage again. Cheeseburger in the backline trying his best to pummel through. However, will he be able to hold on? Does look like the rest of the team is going to be able to stabilize him here. Now a couple of holes being committed so far. Dante going incredibly low. Will be able to be stabilized for a little bit longer.
Somebody
Asteroids, though,
needs to get that Atom. Alright. He has been found, but too little too late. Still got the ult off. And because of that, they're not able to... Are they going to be able to push this?
I mean, it is looking kind of good, I will say. I mean, they're going to get the picks onto the backline here. If not for the Magneto, what a bubble. Incredible performance, actually. But at this point, that's going to be all she wrote. Still, was a good effort, I will say. The pickup onto the Atom, I mean, it did certainly take a while, but they did manage to come through with it. Unfortunately enough for them. Really not looking dominant in that frontline matchup. And again, we're looking at a minute at about halfway to first point with very little ultimate charge going for them so far, and so far in the neutral, AMERU has done, I would say, considerably better. So we're gonna have to see if they're really gonna have any sort of plan to break this hold, because we're back at square one.
The refusal to go trip support on Galacta's Cafe side is Trip support's the meta right now for a good reason. It just gives you a bit more sustain. Or going, what I see a lot in my stupid comp games is triple DPS and 2 supports and 1 tank. But Galacta's Cafe needing to go 2-2-2. Play meta,
it's just overreaching. Like, what do I say to this? I mean, man, what exactly is he trying to farm right now? Like,
he's playing touch the spawn door. That is what that man was playing.
I mean, he just yeeted that into bumfuck nowhere. I mean, I don't know what he was aiming for, but oh, look at that! Could actually be something happening here. Cheeseburger and
They
your
gotta
best buddy
get
Helicopter with 2 kills, make it 3, and they might actually be halfway through to that first point. Now there is gonna be a recontest underway here that is gonna come in with 2 ultimates of their own, naturally with that resurrection.
And look at this last minute strange portal.
Well, if only they had banned the strange.
The last minute strange portal. Oh, the Eye of Agamotto!
Not able to catch too much just yet. However, look at it. Yavard has the perfect location for it. Does take down 2 with Mistral Foolery here. Trading out 1 for 1. Will make it a 2 for 2. Yavard's still going to be able to find 1 for 1. At 3 for 3.
Somebody needs to get on that point.
Much closer, but oh, there's not going to be much more left with the Resurrect coming through. Dante just running full havoc over everybody. That is going to be all she wrote. A man of myth,
and
a gamma
is
radiated
game.
scientist simply unable to be contained. Looks like somebody forgot to take his, don't know what that's called in English, yodium? Yeah, there's a chemical element you take to decrease radiation in your system. Whatever. That said, AMERU coming through with a pretty crisp 3-0, and Dante with a play of the game. I say the play of the game, but the performance of the match, rather. And rightfully so, I have to say. The MVP has been justly deserved. He's had a tremendous performance, whether it be on the Wolverine or whether it be on the Hulk. Really standout performance across the board. You can't ban a character, but there is going to be a character he can play, and he is going to dominate on it.
Well, Galacta. Oh, my poor dog is having a sneezing fit. Oh no.
Bless you.
Well, Galactus played good. AMERU, you just happened to play better. Oof.
That is
I'm really
very fair.
I'm proud of my team. We only had like a week to practice, and we had to switch out a couple of people. It is what it is. I'm proud of them playing decently well. I wish that they played a couple of other, comps, but they didn't have a silly goober like me on their thing whispering to them playing like you should play goats or something like that. Like none of the flyers got banned, just play flyers.
Yeah, they weren't too happy and too confident in getting more experimental with the things they were doing, I suppose. But again, of course, you were playing against a very strong team that managed to stick together. And when you're running against a brick wall, it's kind of difficult to tell what exactly, like, how are you going to tackle this wall differently can be a rather difficult decision to make in the moment. That said, I do want to give a shout out to Ice Shepherd on that Jeff. I actually did quite enjoy that performance, I will say. As well as Alibaba on the Phoenix, for example, did pop out an incredible amount of damage. So generally, Galacta did have some very good performances, some good defenses actually as well. Towards the third map, they did kind of crumble, but again, it was simply because a lot of these standout heroes of AMERU kind of remained available. If we're talking about, for example, the Hulk, if we're talking about earlier the Wolverine, but again, you banned the Wolverine, now you got Sea Raven on the Spider-Man. And it's kind of hard to track if you watch these that Sea Raven is actually a good Spider-Man player, because that character's always banned. He never gets to play it, but if he does get to play it, just that the amount of disrupt he is able to inflict and the amount of damage he is able to cause is just so much additional value that can be very hard to deal with.
We wanted to do player interviews now, I believe.
Thank you. I'm very happy you heard that because I...
3 minutes. Okay. Well, I know that when I was practicing with the Galacta's team, we kind of just stuck with the 2-2-2. I informed them. I was like, "Why are we doing 2-2-2 and stuff?" But you know, it's whatever. Whatever people wanted to be comfortable on, they played. I, to be honest, our team. Oh, 3-minute break. Oh, okay. 3-minute break. So are we?
All right, guys.
We're going to a
gonna be
3-minute
going
break.
into
Sorry.
a 3-minute break. Don't worry about it. The little elf in our ear, it's just explaining things to us in a sometimes hard to understand way. He's not that loud, and yeah, don't worry. It's an actual voice. Just because you can't hear him doesn't mean he's not there. That said, thank you very much for coming. Stick around for some player interviews 3 minutes from now. Go pee, grab something to drink, and see you right back, or something like that. All right, welcome
Why am I
back,
angry
guys.
again?
Hello and
Sorry.
welcome back. I'm Co-Fitness, and this is my always angry co-caster Cat, and we're very happy to welcome back a person that you have long been waiting for, and rightfully so. It is the one, the only Dante. He is here, off the Wolverine, off the Hulk, and certainly a very happy winner. Well, first of all, great performance, and how you feeling, Dante?
Well, I feel fantastic, honestly. You know, me and my team, we made things pretty clear. We are gonna have a really calm, interesting, just overall nice experience with it. We didn't really think about shaking things up, but in the end, everything still went out pretty fire. But I got myself a nice big glass of hot chocolate. I'm relaxing.
That sounds
you
like
have
a
mini
fantastic
marshmallows?
Saturday.
I got one jumbo marshmallow in it.
Ah, you're a jumbo marshmallow guy. I see how it is. Whipped cream
Nah.
or just a mellow? Oh! Can't believe this.
just a
I have to
mellow.
have. I need the mini marshmallows and a crap ton of whipped cream. And what I do is I eat the whipped or I eat the chocolate.
So basically, there's no chocolate. She just has a cup with whipped cream and
Whipped
marshmallows, and
cream
she
and
eats that.
marshmallows.
Heck yeah! And then there's like a skosh of hot chocolate at the bottom.
Well, hot chocolate talk aside, Dante, great performance today, as per usual. I mean, starting out really strong on the Hulk, then moving on to the Wolverine once it didn't get banned. Basically, immediately getting it banned again. So certainly did seem to work out well too. And then for the third map, closing it out with yet another fantastic Hulk play. Seemed like everything was coming up the way you guys expected it to. Did you guys have any issues at all going into that match?
Well, we didn't really have any issues per se. It was more so just like occasionally they would just drop a bunch of ults, and that would be a little bit annoying, but even still, nothing major to cause any kind of hindrance for my team or myself or anything.
Well, maybe in a bit of a different way. If you looked at the enemy team playing, which I assume you did for all 3 rounds, was there any player on the enemy team that in particular stood out to you, who you thought had maybe a particularly strong performance?
Well, let's see. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but the dude that was playing Strange in the final round, he was doing alright until I solo ulted him twice.
You know, a solo ult is still good because you got one, right?
Hey, I got one.
Well, 90% of that is asserting dominance. You know, that's the most important part of any solo ult.
Hey! It's a solid strat. Don't listen to this guy. If you get one, you did your job.
Well, he certainly got his one. How were team comps? You guys communicate a lot, or were you kind of just playing off each other?
Well, I knew I'd mostly be able to just kind of play however I wanted to due to the trip support and the Magneto, the lovely Mrs. Tomfoolery. He's a great player, really good with the bubbles, saving our support, saving me, and then in turn me also using my Hulk bubbles to save people from ults or cooldowns, things of that sort. We were just able to play up for such a long time that we were never really in any sort of danger, and even when we were, we would just back up for like 10 seconds and then get right back into the fight.
Yeah, third point was certainly, or third map rather, was certainly an incredibly powerful performance. I mean, you just kept the momentum going pretty much until third point, where you kind of ended up in a 2-minute long fight where nobody died. But yeah, I guess that just needed to wait until Pandora's box got open and the rest of the team fell over. That said, out of the 3 maps, which one would you say you enjoyed the most?
Me personally, I did enjoy the Spider Islands maps more, but all in all, me and my team, we would not have won this if it wasn't for the glorious image that is Plucket.
All right. I'm gonna pretend I understood that acoustically. Unless you want to elaborate, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, what is... Yeah.
What is
All of it.
Plucket?
Yeah, what is that?
It is a sped up video of a cat eating a treat and then just spitting out a piece of it.
Oh, okay. I actually think I know. Yeah, I actually think I know that. But all right. Well, that was all the questions I had, and even more answers to questions I didn't even know I had. That said, Kat, anything on your mind?
What was going through your head during that like full minute of Hulk and Wolverine going on their adventure? What was going through your head?
That's true.
Oh.
It was so funny. I love seeing that stuff. Like even if it I know it didn't work, but if it had, that would have been amazing. Oh god, it was so funny to watch.
I have been practicing playing Hulk into Mr. Tomfoolery as Wolverine, and we were more so just questioning if we were going to even make the jump that we were aiming for to get behind them.
The calculations were going through your head right there. That was great. Oh, I mean, it's nice to know that you can make it though. You try that actually. You can try that out again. It's and hopefully you won't run into penny mines. That was just unfortunate that you guys both landed on the penny mines.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, I got anything. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be bringing in Cheeseburger as well. Player
Cheeseburger!
for Galacta. Saw him on quite a few different characters, it has to be said. A little bit of thing. So
we
and there he is.
we like a flexible player who knows how to play a bunch of heroes. Hey, Cheeseburger, what's up?
Hey everybody, I want to say thank you for the opportunity for letting me be on the scrim. This is actually my first scrim that I've ever been on any game whatsoever. So I was both grateful and excited for the opportunity. Unfortunately, I did, play off, and there was a bunch of things that I know I could have improved on and anything like that, but still, GG's to the other team. I know everyone kind of tried our best, but like I said, there was some things that we could have worked on. I know that.
Yeah, this guy had PR training. I mean, goddamn. He came in here, thanked everybody, and then gave us the rundown. No, I love it.
Well,
But,
if it's one thing that Galacta's Cafe cultivates, it's non-toxicity, and this guy just, that's what we like. Also,
that's what he embodies.
yeah, and so for this being your first scrim, what I always tell people, especially new players, to scrim and tournaments and stuff like that, it's like comp, but harder.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer scrims because everyone should, in theory, know what they're doing and stuff. Yeah. And your comms are a lot clearer. You're not gonna have people just randomly tilting because they had a bad day or something. Like they know, like, oh, okay, I better lock in and stuff like that. So
that's a great theory, but that's not the scrims I've seen. I'll be entirely honest with you. I've seen people build in scrims.
I mean, I used to run Overwatch teams back in the day. Like I had top 25 teams and stuff. But an open division. Sorry, I needed to clear that. But so since this was your first scrim, how did you enjoy it? Like, what?
For me, I did definitely enjoy it. It did show me what my skill level was against actual PC lobbies and like other console players. Because to me personally, I used to think I was pretty decent at it, but this was more of a reality check for me. Like I could definitely improve on my positioning. I could also improve on like my callouts, because I will admit there have been times where I just didn't call out what I was doing, and it kind of ruined the momentum that we kind of had for the team whenever we did had a chance.
Well, I mean, everything's a learning experience, honestly, and like considering everything, I feel like you guys did good, especially this is your first time being in scrims, just for simplicity's sake and stuff like that. I always attribute it to comp plus. That
Yeah.
I know.
Let's skip the pep talk for a
Kofindus.
second here. But I want to know here, just jump in is, sure, not everything worked out the way you wanted it to, and that's kind of the game, right? You kind of go in and you get fact-checked and you end up with the reality you have. But what I would like to know is, what are some things that you think worked out well for your team? Because if we're talking first map, you actually did get kind of close. If we're talking second map, you did actually have a pretty decent hold towards third point as well. So what are maybe some things that you do think did work well, or some areas in which you did manage to synergize?
I think those were times where like me and the team actually communicated, because as you all saw, we were essentially double support ulting because we didn't communicate it. And me and I think I forgot their name, but I know in the cafe server their name was Guan Guan. We were constantly telling people, hey, let's make sure that we, say when we're ulting, if our ult's gonna run out, so we could, continue the support ult and all of that. But as far as I could tell, no one really, communicated the ults as well. So.
All right, well, that's obviously a learning in progress. Ult tracking and communication is something that can be hard to do if you have a lot of players who just kind of get bunched together, and naturally that is something that would still advance with practice. That said, first of all, thank you for coming. Thank you for playing. It was a pleasure having you here. Kat, do you have any further questions before we get Jelly in here?
Next time, are you gonna ban Strange?
That's not a question, but we'll accept it.
Well, considering I wasn't the captain for the team, I didn't really, have a say per se. Like, I told him, like, hey, I don't think that these characters are gonna work. We could try saving these characters, and we could ban these characters. Because, like I said, I knew Adam was a problem since round 2, the end of the second map. And I told the captain at the time we should try and ban Adam to, try and, synergize it more, and we could have a better fighting chance. But like I said, at the end it falls to the captain on who they want to ban, who they feel is more important on that.
That's fair. I mean, Nomu was certainly a menace on the Adam.
He was.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, rightfully so. That said, unfortunately, you can only ban so many characters. There were a lot of strong players, a lot of good characters to ban, and well, in the end, sometimes it just doesn't work out. That said, that doesn't mean you can't have fun. Thank you very much for coming, Cheeseburger. It was a pleasure having you here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, and like I said, thank you for the opportunity again. I hope y'all will invite me to more of these scrims. By then, I will hopefully learn and grow from the experience.
All right, I certainly also hope you learn, grow, but most importantly, enjoy yourself. Thank you very much for coming.
And next we have the owner and founder of Galacta's Cafe coming in, otherwise known as Jelly! Jelly!
Hello?
Jelly!
It's me! I'm Jelly! You didn't know that, but...
Sorry, my mic was muted.
There we go.
My bad.
Hey there, Jelly. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well,
How is everyone?
I think that depends on who you ask. I think we certainly had fun watching the teams play, and
I love
watching close. Other times, well, Kat did get kind of frustrated, and she did tell me she was very angry that nobody listened to her advice. But I think that is something that you would be a lot more familiar with than me. And
God.
I mean, first of all, thank you very much for being here, and maybe you could give us some background as to what inspired you guys to do this collaboration.
So, first of all, I'm very thankful for the invite for the collaboration. It's nice to be considered as like a server, to invite. We weren't really like a big server to begin with, so even like being considered for this event was like huge. So we're very grateful for that.
Wait. Are we? I don't.
So what you guys don't know right now is that the elf in our ear is now talking to Jelly, and they're having a conversation that you can't hear. You're welcome.
How many?
All right, Crow's
many
going to be joining
members
us
do we
momentarily.
Oh yeah, we have. Okay, so we have 782 now.
Well, that's
And
quite a
then-
lot.
Well, when
I
we
can't
got invited for this event, I believe we had around 400 to 500, but that was like months ago.
You guys hear me?
Well, that's quite the rapid growth.
Hello, hello. Can you guysar me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you,
All
but I
right,
couldn't hear you
perfect.
before. So
Well, obviously,
Yeah,
but now
wasn't-
can the stream hear me? Can y'all hear me? Chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear my ugly voice? My horrific voice?
Ugly voice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Is
Yeah, okay.
that Crow
I see
says
Tom.
Mr.
I see Tom in
Tomfoolery,
chat.
which I
They
will
can hear
say-
me. All right, I'm getting called
either
poopy
they
in
can
chat.
hear you, or this is the most elaborate ruse I've seen in a long
I don't think
time.
my voice is hot, yo. But yeah, as I was saying, that you guys couldn't hear. Originally, when I reached out, I wanted them to do Star Spangled Showdown, but they shot me down. They shot me down at first, and then I showed them the first VOD of our first event from June, Iron War, and then they quickly said, "You know what? Hold on, Crow. Come back. Bring it back. Let's work on a project together." I was like, "All right, you know what? Yeah, I got another project, but you're gonna have to wait at the back of the line. 'Cause I already got some other things lined up now since I last reached out. But we kept in contact. You guys were wonderful to work with to get this thing going. You know, and also funny thing is, you guys were a lot smaller than us when I reached out, but now you guys are bigger than us now. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I think you guys passed us like last week. Actually, like it was last
Oh,
week.
goodness.
But yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah. I was just gonna say thank TikTok for that, because we mostly get like our new members and people who are interested in the cafe through TikTok, through Cat's streams, and also through our own TikTok channel.
Well, that's interesting. Awesome.
Yeah, every stream I do, I have a little thing in the bottom left-hand corner that shows a little Galacta's thing, and then same with TikTok, I have a little banner that shows the Discord link and stuff.
Nice. Okay.
And then whenever we have a tournament, I always do like little things that shows off, because you know, I am a proponent of the tier 3 scene growing for Marvel Rivals, because I want more teams to play, and instead of just like the Marvel Rivals tournament that's official. Because I came from Overwatch, you know. The tier 3 scene is very very is very very strong with that one. And yeah.
By the way, I want to have
But
this on
Jelly
record.
founded the server.
I want to have this
Yeah?
on record. You guys, both of you guys, have permission to post this entire VODs to your own social medias, like because you worked on it. So if you repost it on your social medias and you tell me, I will not send ninjas after you. You guys have my.
Oh, no ninjas.
Yeah, I won't send any lawyers. There won't be any takedown requests. This is also your event. You worked on it 50-50. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna upload it after the stream's over, but just letting you guys know. Yeah, permission.
Hey.
But yeah, what'd you think about the production? Gelly, what'd you think? Did you like it? I know you were gone for quite some time as we were putting this together. So you left it to Cat. But what did you think about the end result?
About the gameplay or like the production value?
Well, just everything.
So, for the production value, I know you've already like shared content that you guys have done before, like the past events that you've had, and I do appreciate the production value that goes into this, like the graphics, the coordination amongst the other servers, and I really like that you are so easy to work with all of this, and you gave constant updates, and everything turned out really wonderful. I think how the stream really looks good, and I like seeing Cat's PNG tuber there. It's really it's really great how you like put that on there too.
Yeah.
This is actually the first time we done caster camp, so it was a learning experience doing this event. But I'm glad everybody liked it. I hope everybody from your community enjoyed it. I'm actually open to working with you guys again on any projects. Now, this might be the last AMERU event for a while, because I'm gonna be like thinking things over after this event's over. I have a lot of plans, but they're kind of gonna get shelved as I think. But in that meantime, if you guys have any events you want me to like do production on, I am willing to do that. So like,
well, we're taking a little bit of a break from our tournaments because we want people to make a few teams. So we're doing a little bit of a break. We are going to be doing. Jelly and I discussed this. We are going to be doing some of our silly events. Like we had a GG No Heals event where nobody got to, where basically the entirety of the strategists you could not play them. It was great. I think the server favorite was actually Protect the President. Jelly, describe what that was?
Oh, so Protect the President is like a normal game. However, you do have to have like one hard level AI teammate, and that's going to be basically your president, and you have to protect that AI character. So for the team to win is not like based on how the match goes. Like if it's domination, like you can lose, but you can still win the game because your AI had the least amount of deaths versus their AI.
So is this like Pokemon or like?
No, so like you have an AI teammate, and then your job as a team basically is to protect that AI teammate. And it was really funny because some of the AIs would just go to the enemy team and then just kill themselves. Basically, suicidal AI.
Interesting. By the way, why is everybody in chat saying I'm on child support? What? Where is this coming from? What?
Nope.
Yeah, I acknowledge you. I see you guys.
Really rather
is this?
not read out loud.
What is this? I gotta acknowledge chat.
Mostly just asking
what is
you to
this?
come home and take responsibility.
Not a dad.
What did you do, Crow?
What did
Crow
you
come
do?
home,
I think is
Dante
the more apt
missing?
question.
I'm right, bro. We're in the same server. What do you mean? I'm right here. This is my baby girl. All right, wait, hold on. I'm actually wait, hold on. I'm feeding him. I gotta stop. I'm literally feeding into it. Okay, but hey, yo, by the way, I forgot. Shout out to Team AMERU. You guys played amazing. Dante, Tom, Tess, Mrs. Tom, Nomu. Who else was in there? Wait, did I get it? And fucking Sea Raven too. Yeah, I got all 6 of them. But they played amazing. I don't think they lost against any server yet. I mean, the only time they lost was to each other. That was a Civil War, but I don't think that counts. But yeah, they played amazing today. I'm actually happy for them. Yeah, that's all I can say. I'm just really happy for them. I hope they had fun. I hope your community had fun.
Yeah. If when we start our tournaments back up, so Iris and I are in charge of the tournament. Iris couldn't make it because his internet crapped out on him. But Iris and I are in charge of the tournaments. Jelly is in charge of the community and stuff, and is the founder of Galacta's Cafe and stuff. But Iris and I, we would really love to have more teams participate in the tournaments, and we're gonna have a Masters tournament be the first tournament of the year come 2026. We just have to determine a date essentially for that, and we'll invite everyone from AMERU to participate if they want to make some teams. They just have to,
You guys have permission.
Yeah, you guys just have to, make a team, register and stuff, and yeah. As long as.
What?
All you have to do is, you don't even have to participate in the server. You just have to be in the server for a week, make a team, register the team, and then when tournament signups happen, you can join the tournament. And then I don't have production values like this because I'm a hot mess, but but I do stream them.
I got you. Just talk. Just stay in touch.
Look,
Just keep talking to me. I could probably help you guys out. My computer's not that powerful, but I was able to make some shit happen. Correct.
If you look at the past streams, you will see the hot mess that is a Galactus Cafe tournament stream.
That's why.
I mean, but it just gives that little extra specialness, you know?
That's true, but like I said,
be a hot mess, but I don't think it
we're
can
here to
compare to
network.
what's happening
Just
in chat
literally
right
hit
now.
me up. Hit me up as long as I'm free. I got you guys. Just give me time to prepare, though. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
But also have a controller on you. Use a controller to move the camera. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Use a controller. That will help you out. That will help you out with moving the camera, getting those nice cinematic shots, slow moving shots, shit like that. But oh yeah, by the way, I need to give this man his flowers. Co-Findus, all right, chat probably doesn't know. Well, maybe some of the people that are watching from Team AMERU, because I was kind of venting to him. But
oh yeah, we were panicking.
Yeah, we were panicking. Like we had somebody else that was going to commentate.
Full on panicking.
And they straight up ghosted. They did not show up. They did not join. Last I heard of them was 24 hours ago. But when we were doing the 1 hour pre-stream, I was just like, I don't think this dude's gonna show up. And it came very apparent, and we were panicking for like the 1 hour before the event started. And I started sending out messages, and then I reached out to Co-Findus and I saw him online. And luckily,
I was panicking.
Co-Findus responded before the event and said, "Yeah, I can take over. I can fill in." And I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna throw you money. Like, I don't care. I'm desperate as fuck. If you could do this, I will literally pay you for this." And I like Co-Findus, man. You're the fucking goat. He was a last minute fill, and bro, I love you, man. Like all these years I've worked with you, man. You've been an absolute pleasure, and I will never forget this moment, bro. I actually owe you. Like, I legit owe you. And thank you for...
Well, if you actually owe me, Chrome, maybe you could take responsibility for the child and actually pay child support.
Oh my gosh,
that would
what
be
the fuck?
What's so important to everyone in chat.
I'm not
I really
no goddamn
do appreciate
dad.
this heartfelt moment, but I think the people are very much so preoccupied with this.
Who started this theme?
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I really do. And it was great production quality, I have to say. It was a pleasure having you here. It was a pleasure casting with Kat, which I think is that direction. It was a pleasure casting with you. And,
oh yeah, thank you. You did fantastic. As soon as you started talking, I was like, oh god, I'm gonna do horrible.
All right. Well, do you guys have any last minute questions or words or things you want to say? You want to plug yourself at all? Go ahead and do it. I think we're gonna get ready to shut this thing down before we show off the post-credit scene, which I do have a note about that. There is a post-credit scene, but if you guys have any shout-outs, go ahead and talk about it first, but then I'll, lead into that post-credit scene.
All right. Well, I don't really have a lot of shout-outs. Shout-outs to my family, my cat, my wife, and the dog, and that's it. Also, shout-out to everybody in chat who turned out. I really appreciated you cheering for either one of the teams. Shout-out to all the players who are participating. I do hope you had fun. And last but not least, shout-out to everybody who organized and participated. It was a pleasure being here, and I wish you all the very best.
All right.
Yeah.
Kat, you got anything you want to say? You want to plug your YouTube, social medias, anything like that?
Oh, I'm Kit Kat and Hat on literally everything because I'm lazy. So there's that. I'm not active on my Instagram. I uninstalled that because, Facebook and just,
Bad.
But if you want to follow, if you want to join the cafe, there's also a Galactus Cafe TikTok. Jelly runs that one. But go ahead, give everybody a follow. I followed AMERU a while ago, so it's fun.
All right.
I hope you guys get a YouTube and a TikTok eventually.
Oh, we have a YouTube. That's where this VOD's going. But you don't.
I didn't follow it.
Yeah, I think it's in the about me and the Twitch channel. But we don't really. I'm not really a content creator. I just We upload the VODs, but that's it. Yo, Gelly, are you still there? You want to say anything while we're closing out here? A plug?
I'm still here.
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
have anything to plug right now, but like, yeah, check out the cafe if you guys want. We're an LGBTQ friendly server and we promote non-toxicity. So if like you're tired of having toxic teammates on Marvel Rivals, just come join the cafe and then you can find people there to accompany you in your ranked games or in your like quick play games and make friends. That's it.
Hey, by the way, speaking of like non-toxicity, I gotta give this man also his flowers. Cheeseburger, if you're still watching, man, I like the way how you conducted yourself when you got on here. You keep going, bro. I fuck with that guy. I fuck with that person right there, right? They were very
Shout out to
professional when they got here. Yeah, shout out to
Cheeseburger is actually the goat.
Yeah.
Shout out cheeseburgers.
But otherwise, guys, go ahead. Want to say something?
My son loves cheeseburgers, so clearly a person named Cheeseburger was clearly going to be good. Duh. Makes sense.
Okay. Well, hey, guys, I have taken up a lot of time. Well, we have been streaming for about an hour and 45 minutes here. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. We do have a post-credit scene. Now, note how at the start of the stream, I did say this might be the last AMERU event. So, even when I play this post-credit scene that you're about to see in a few moments here, it's not guaranteed, all right? It's not guaranteed. Like, I'm still thinking things over. So, it may happen, it may not happen. There will not be a sign-up after this thing gets shown. You're probably going to have to wait until I figure things out by 2026. But stay tuned. Just read the announcements. And eventually you might get an answer, but for now, this is the last event in AMERU. I will probably have things figured out by after the holiday season is over, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the commentators. Thank you to the Galactus Cafe. Thank you for Team AMERU for being a part of this event. I love all of you guys, and I'm willing to work with Galactus Cafe again. Otherwise, let's go ahead and show off that post-credit scene, shall we? In 3,
I got angry again. Why did I press
1.
a 2?
They can still hear you. And
I know.
3, 2, 1, and
Bye bye.